Hello and welcome to Dickinson's Real Deal. On this show, I help members of the public get the very best price for their antiques and collectibles. They have a choice. You can sit down with one of our regular dealers.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the show.
They're going to tempt you with a cash offer on the table today.
200.
Just keep putting a few more of them orange ones then.
If it's thought it's not enough money, there's an alternative. We can place the same goods into an auction in the hope that we will get a little bit more money there.
185, sold.
I will be on hand at all times to help and advise and make sure the public gets a really good deal.
Great, thank you.
Today, the show comes to you from Coventry. A great crowd of people are here. They're all smiling. They brought in their treasures. You know why? They want to walk away with the real deal.
First up in the dealer's den, it's Catherine, who's bought Tim a teapot.
Hiya, Kath.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, who could that be, I wonder?
Now, can you tell me a little bit about how you acquired it?
I bought it in auction and I'm sure it's 25, if not more, years ago.
Oh, so you've had it a long
I
time.
have, in a box.
Now, do you know who it is or who it's meant to be?
No.
Well, I think that this teapot, I think it's Oscar Wilde.
Ah,
This was made about 1900 by a company called Foley.
yes.
And when you have a look underneath, it says Intasaro, and then we've got a C and a W here, which is the Charles Wildman Company,
Ah.
which produced this range. There is a problem with this teapot, though. Do you know what it is, Kath?
Apparently it's been repaired.
It has been
I
repaired.
didn't know till today.
Now, next time you go to an auction, I'm going to give you a little tip. When you look at something like this, you just go like this,
Uh-huh.
like that. Tap it on your teeth all over where you think there could be a sign of restoration. Now, if it dulls, a dull sound, it's got a
Something,
crack in it or
yeah.
it's being restored.
Uh-huh.
Now, that tap's very dull on your teeth.
Yeah,
So
understandable.
this offer is because it's a restored item. So let's see, £50.
No.
£70.
No.
Well, I've come in here, Catherine. I'll tell you why. I've never seen one of these before. There can't be that many in the market. Is it a rarity?
Ish.
You see, ish is what they're telling us. When 70 quid is on the table, I think it's worth a little bit more and maybe worth a gamble at auction.
Calf. I'll bob that there. £90.
No, I'd like a little bit more.
So if I take these away and put one of these, and you like this colour, don't you, Kath?
I was very fond of that colour.
You're very fond of it. What do we say?
I'd like a purple.
You'd like purple? Well, look,
What?
I'm going to the bottom of the pile. £105. Have we got a deal, Kath?
We have indeed.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you for bringing it along.
Thank you.
We're off to a good start. One deal, one sale. Let's see if Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy John Prestige can hit the right note as well.
Hello, I'm John and you are?
On right.
Hello, Ray. Very nice to see you today. I see you brought a pair of bugles.
Yes, yep.
They're quite interesting. This one I see has got the mouthpiece missing. And this is the Royal Artillery, obviously.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And they date from about between 1900 and 1920, I'd say.
Yeah.
And this one is a little bit more interesting, I think, because it's the Leicestershire Regiment, which I think has probably been disbanded now. I'm not sure.
Yes, they've been amalgamated with another regiment now.
So this really is more of a collector's item because it's a disbanded regiment.
That's right, yeah.
Can you play it? Do you ever play it?
No.
Have you tried?
No, I've tried, but it's like me singing. I think that's no good either.
Now, this one with the mouthpiece missing, you've never had the mouthpiece.
It has a mouthpiece. It had a mouthpiece, but the grandchildren have been playing with them and consequently one's got lost.
Oh,
So I'm quite annoyed about that.
Well, I hope they didn't swallow it.
No, I didn't swallow it, no.
Now we better talk about money. So if I put 20 down, 40, £60. How does that sound?
It's not bad, but...
Am I getting close?
Yeah, you're getting closer.
So if I put down another 20,
Nearly there.
nearly there.
I think you can do with a
So
bit more, I think.
I've walked in here because I think we're at a crucial stage now. I think £80 is a pretty fair and realistic offer. Now, you could go to auction and someone might think, hang on a minute, pair of bugles there, they're in nice condition, I'll give that little bit more, but I couldn't guarantee that. And so I'm going to say, with £80 on the table, only you can make the decision. I think it's fair, but if you're not happy, come to auction and let's blow the call in auction and see if we can get any more.
So what do you think? Are you going to go with that, or are you going to go along the auction route?
I think I'll take the offer.
We've got a deal.
Yeah, got a deal.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, cheers.
Over on Cheryl's table, Leonard's just sat down.
Len, hello, welcome to the show.
And watch out for the electricity between these two.
Tell me what you've brought along today.
2 watches belonging to my grandmothers. I've had them 30 plus years.
So these were passed down to you, you
I was young and
inherited
gorgeous
these.
like you see. I didn't know these things.
So we didn't know you were a bit of a charmer on the quiet. So, do you know anything else about them?
Yes, they're not good.
Well, let's look here. This one, we've got a little watch with an enamel bezel, and the enamel looks to be in really nice condition. It's like a lilac-y colour. It's been on a strap originally. This looks to be around 1910, 1920, maybe, by the style of this. This one's lost its glass, unfortunately, and let's just have a look here. I don't think
I
this
thought
one's
that was
going.
the oldest one.
This one?
I think so.
I think this is the oldest one
Yeah.
too. But
I'm going by the works inside.
yeah, but unfortunately, usually, even if they're not wound up and we shake them, they start ticking. But there's nothing.
No.
There's nothing happening
tried.
here. Now, Len, do you know a little bit about watches?
I used to repair them
Why haven't you
As
repaired
a
these
hobby.
two then?
because I couldn't get the part for it.
Now you tell me. That's why you brought them along today.
No. If I get the part, I'd have done it myself.
Right, I'm going to get some cash out. It's not going to be the best bid because of the fact they're not working. £30 for the two.
For one.
For the two!
No, for one that is.
No,
No, pick the best one out.
that's what I'm going to bid. £30 in cash.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. So you're going to have a day at auction with David. Try your
Not
luck in the
just as
sale
well.
room.
Yeah.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. The very best of luck. A very
Yeah.
charming young man.
Oh, thank you very much. You're the first one to ever tell me that.
I bet I'm not.
Even your wife didn't ever tell them.
Have a good day at auction, and it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, same here.
£170 I'm bid now, past 150.
Well, Len and his watchers have hit the sale room where the Duke is waiting for them.
190, 200, 210.
I've got Leonard here with me. You saw him on the dealer's day, and also you brought along your grandson, Adrian. Morning to you, Adrian. Now, on the dealer's day, you sat down with Cheryl Haley, one of our dealers.
Yes.
You seemed to be very interested in Cheryl, didn't you? Cheryl, he hasn't slept properly since he saw you, you know, girl. OK, on the day, Cheryl offered you £30.
Exactly, yes.
You turned it down?
Yeah.
I presume you thought by coming to auction you could gamble and get more, is that right?
Yes.
40 to 60 is the estimate. Let's see what happens.
Right, we now go to lot 30, straight in at £20. 25. 25 I'm bid, 25.
They're at £25.
25, £30, 35, £40. At £40 right away, then at £40.
We're at the reserve at
In the
£40.
distance at £40, all done and sold at £40. Was it 40?
The gavel went down at £40. We have some commission to take away. £34 is coming back to you. Are you happy?
Yes, I am.
He didn't get a date with Cheryl, but he got the real deal at £34.
Coming up,
I think £40 is all right for that.
Tim's pulling no punches.
But don't you think this is an unusual one, though?
No.
Well, that was straight to the point, wasn't it?
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal from Coventry. Now, let's see if Tim will give Jackie a good price for her. I don't know. Tell us what it is, Tim.
Now, you've brought in a match striker today.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you acquired it?
Well, I just like unusual things. I live in a Victorian property and I just like things that are different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that catches my eye.
Yeah,
So,
and this is bang on Victorian.
yeah.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure, yeah. You told me
Absolutely.
that. Yeah, I wasn't sure,
It'd
yeah.
be about 1890, and this would have been in a pub, maybe on the bar or on a table. Matches in there, strike it down, and Marston's Burton Ale. So that's the brewer, and then underneath it says Associated Potteries. Sole proprietors Hancock and Cornfield Limited, Mitcham, London, and the Potteries. What did you pay for it, Jackie?
Oh, I don't want to say.
You can tell me.
No, it's fine.
You're not going to divulge that
No,
secret to
sorry.
me. Right. I will get it out of you. Have no fear.
You might.
Right, I'm going to make you an offer, Jackie.
Okay.
£20.
No.
No, that was very, very,
Very firm.
very
no.
firm, yeah. £30.
No.
If I took that away and put £40 there.
Maybe if you put the £10 back with that.
No.
5?
No. I think £40 is all right for that because I have one in my stock which I could sell to you for £45.
But don't you think this is an unusual one, though?
No.
Well, that was straight to the point, wasn't it? OK, then that's fine. You got yourself a deal.
Thank you. Now, what did you pay for it, Jackie?
25.
You've done all right.
Yeah.
£15 more than I'll make on it.
Now, Tim, don't be bitter. It can keep your other match striker company.
Hello, Sheila.
Hello.
You've brought this rather large vase along today.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about it?
Not really. I shared a flat with a girl in London in the mid-80s, and as I was moving out, the day I was moving out, she said, I really don't like this, would you like it?
Gosh.
And I just loved the colours on it, so I said, yes, I'll have it. But it's been sort of sitting on a shelf for 25 years, and I just thought it would be nice to know a bit more about it and sort of how much it might be worth.
It's a great size.
It is.
Shall we just tip it up? And I'm sure you know, it's Carlton ware.
Yeah.
There's the stamp here, very familiar, very, very collectible. And Rouge Royale.
Yeah.
This is its pattern, this gorgeous red. And how nice, it's got the original Carlton ware stamp on, which you don't often see that just there. Date-wise, 1930s, 1940s.
Nice. Yeah.
And then if we just tip it this way, we can see this gorgeous, like, iridescent, sort of almost mother-of-pearl effect that they were trying to create. As with most china pottery, condition is of the utmost importance, and it's in great condition.
Yeah.
Right, I'll get some cash out, see what you think, and the choice is yours.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. 20, 40, £50.
No.
No,
no, I'm looking for a little bit more than that.
You're looking for a bit more. What about 60? And that's 60 in cash, no commission?
No, I think I'd still be looking for a little more.
Let's pop that down then. So, there we go. £70. Is that more tempting?
No. No, I'm afraid not.
think I like it for about £70.
I'd prefer to take it to auction.
We're going to
thank
go
you.
to auction.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for bringing it, and the very best of luck on the day.
Cheryl wasn't budging, was she? Let's see if David can do better in the sale run.
Sheila, on the dealer's day, you brought in a Carlton ware Rouge Royale, a twin-handled vase. On the day here in the auction, the estimation is 120 to 140, and the reserve is £120. Now, how confident are you it's going to make that reserve of 120 quid?
Reasonably confident.
I think I feel the same. I feel reasonably, because Carlton ware is collectible. It's not too expensive. It's coming up now. Is it going to make the reserve? Let's find out.
225 now we go to lot 225. Bidding starts at 80, 90, £90,
£90. Good start.
£90 I'm bid at £90. 100, 110, 120, 120 seated.
They're at 120.
120, 120, all done and sold. 120. Yours it is.
The gambler's just gone down at £120. Now, what's your first reaction? Are you happy at 120?
Yeah, I'm more than happy, thank you.
I think that was a reasonable result as well. We have commission to take away, and that's going to leave you £102. Now, what was this friend called of yours that you were sharing the flat with in the 80s?
Lorraine.
Lorraine, if you're watching, Lorraine, today it's been sold, it's been recycled, and a few quid, and we're going home with 102 quid. Say, thanks, Lorraine.
Thanks, Lorraine.
Thanks, Lorraine, that's the real deal.
Now, what's going on back in the dealer's den?
Hello, I'm John.
Hello,
and
I'm
you are?
Lynn.
Hello, Lynn. And I see you've brought a very nice gallery tray. How long have you had it?
Well, I've remarried and it was in my husband's family, and it
Right.
is like his father's father.
His father's father?
Yes, and they've passed it down to each other, and obviously it went to his mother, and when his mother passed away, obviously my husband inherited it.
And you don't use it now, then?
No, unfortunately, it got wrapped up and put in a box, and that's where it stayed until now.
Right, well, we'll have a look at the bottom and see what it is.
Right.
And, yes, there's a mark there which says MW, and there's an A, and that's a firm called Mappin & Webb, who made a lot of these electro-plated ware. And the A is the top quality of heavy plate.
Right.
It's a shame it wasn't silver, but it is plate. Right, well, this is really what we call yesterday's antiques.
Right.
When this was made, this is sort of late 19th century, probably the turn of the century, and it was when really people had servants and things would be carried in on this kind of tray. But of course the world has changed, people live differently now, and these kind of things aren't really very popular anymore.
No.
But it's still a very nice thing, it's still lovely quality. Somebody would like it and somebody would buy it.
Yes.
So I'm going to put some money down now and see if I can tempt you.
Right.
So 20, £40. You don't look very enthusiastic about that. Are you looking for a little bit more, are you?
Possibly, yes.
Only possibly. Oh, you're wavering then. What about an extra £10, £50?
I must admit I had sort of a rough figure in mind.
Right. Well, am I close or...?
Getting closer.
So, if I was to take the £10 away...
Right.
...and put 20 down...
Right.
So we've now got £60.
Right.
How does that...
Well, it's getting better.
I'll make you one final offer.
Right.
And this is it. I'm not going any further.
Right.
I'll put another £10 down. So that's £70, and that really is my final offer. So are you happy with £70? Or would you like to put it in the auction?
I think I'll accept your kind offer.
I think it's a very wise decision.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Deal.
Thank you.
Coming up.
Is it the connotation of Hilda Ogden and a mural?
Tim's shooting for some ducks.
£60.
But can he lay enough money to seal the deal?
No, I'll take them back and put them on the wall.
Where have you been? Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal.
A Across the dealer's den, Tim's table has turned into a bird sanctuary.
Hello, Joyce.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And you've brought some, they don't need any explanation, do they really? Some basic flying ducks. Ducks, as we say up Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, how long have you had these ducks for, Joyce?
Be 56 years in July.
56 years?
Yeah, because that would have been my wedding anniversary and we had them for a wedding present.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why are you selling them, Joyce?
Just downgrading a bit. The children don't want them.
Is it the connotation of Hilda Ogden?
Hilda Ogden and that,
a mural? Yes.
Yeah.
So there's not a great deal that I can't tell you about and that you probably don't know.
That we know.
But they are basic. Let's pick this one up. And that's the basic mark.
Basic
now,
mark.
I call it basic. Some people call it Beswick.
Wick, yeah.
Now, there is a little bit of damage on one of them.
Yeah, that we didn't know about. Yeah.
There, if we can see that there.
Yeah.
It does devalue them a little bit.
Yeah.
In terms of antiques, they're probably not as popular as they were.
No.
But the good thing is that they're a bit kitsch.
Yeah.
And it's all sort of coming back into fashion.
Fashion, isn't it? Yeah.
So they've got a value, not a big value. I don't want you to be disappointed, Joyce.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make you an offer and see what we can do. 20, 40 pounds.
No.
You said that very...
No, I wouldn't let them go for that, no.
What about 60 pounds?
No.
Oh,
no.
I think that's quite a good offer, 60 pounds.
No. I wouldn't let them go for that. I'll take them back and put them on the wall.
Here we go.
No, don't tell me you don't like these.
I love them, David.
Hilda Ogden loved these and had a set on her wall.
Yeah.
I think they're a buying lot. There are many people who would want to own these. 75 to 100 seems to be the estimation from our independent valuers. There is a problem. There is a crack, a break in one of the wings.
Yeah.
It doesn't really notice when you hang it on the wall, but nevertheless, a dealer has to sell them.
It does.
Yeah.
David's right. I mean,
and he's got to point it out.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you what we'll do, Joyce. £70 for these three, and that's a present from me for your memories.
I'm going to say it's a very close call, and I don't want to make this call.
No.
It's up to you. You can either take 70 and take that home as a memento, or you can gamble it all at auction and maybe get a bit more, but it is going to be close.
Yeah.
So £70, Joyce.
Yes.
And you can keep that as a memento. Yeah. Is that a deal?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I want to introduce you to Martin Roberts. Now, Martin, you have a very grand title given me. You belong to the local museum here.
Yes, I'm Senior Curator at the Herbert Art Gallery and Museum in Coventry.
OK. Now, obviously, there are many things within the museum, but you have brought along a collection of Stephengraphs. Now, these apply mainly, of course, to Coventry. Tell me about Stephengraphs, where they were made and who they were made by.
Well, they were all made in Coventry in the 19th century. Silk weaving was the biggest industry by far in Coventry in the 19th century. But in around 1860, there was a major slump in the industry. A lot of cheap French imports were coming in.
Really?
And yes, there was considerable suffering in the city, actually. A lot of people lost their jobs. And that was where Thomas Stevens came in, really. And he hit on the idea of doing these woven silk pictures. The first ones that he made were this type of bookmark, which he started to do in 1862, and they were an instant success. People really seemed to go for them.
Now, apart from bookmarkers, what were these produced for? Were they produced as pictures to be framed, to be hung on the wall? Tell me what versions they produced.
The main pictures that Stevens moved into in the 1870s were really designed just to be sort of framed and hung on walls, really. So people would pick them up as souvenirs. This one, for instance, was woven at the York Industrial Exhibition in 1879. So people could come along.
Fabulous.
See this actually being woven, but on a jacquard loom in front of their eyes, and purchase one to take away as a souvenir.
I mean, that's the London to York mail coach, I presume, isn't it? And then I noticed that you've got Stevenson's rocket here. No relation, I presume.
No.
but interesting, and people at home want to know, what type of value are we talking here?
Generally speaking, I mean, if you look on the internet, you can see these for sale from anywhere between about £100 and £600–700. It depends very much on the rarity and also the condition.
I have to say, my eye has been taken by this wonderful bookmark. We are, of course, in Coventry, and I noticed there is the figure of Lady Godiva riding through Coventry with, of course, no clothes on. I have been looking around all day, round corners and down streets. So far, I haven't seen her, but I'm still looking.
Well, while you look for Lady G, David, we'll head over to John's table where Sue's brought in some family memorabilia.
Well, this looks really interesting, the things you brought in today, Sue.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Yes, this is my great aunt here in uniform, and she nursed during the war. Because of a recognition, she was awarded the MBE.
Was she?
And there's a letter describing her visit to the palace to receive her medal. The other medal was a nursing award that was given to her, which is the one that's on the table.
So you haven't got the MBE?
I don't have the MBE. I think that went to her assistant. They actually retired together.
And this medal here,
yes,
do you know why she was awarded this one?
I don't know a lot of history to that one, I'm afraid, no.
Well, this is actually made of 18-karat gold.
Yes.
I think the man on the front here is probably Louis Pasteur.
Yes, possible,
and,
yes.
There's an inscription on the back, and it says that this is the Campbell Clark Medal for proficiency in mental nursing. She must have been very good at her job because, you know, to be presented with a gold medal like this in 18-karat gold, I would think it's quite a high award.
Yes.
Difficult thing to value.
Yes.
But I suppose we better get some money out.
Okay.
And have a go.
Right.
So I'm going to put down 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, and we'll go on to these now, these bigger ones.
Right.
So, £150. How does that sound?
No.
It
doesn't sound enough to me.
Are we anywhere near?
No.
No, I didn't think we were. What if I was to put another one? That's £200.
No.
No? Still nowhere near?
No.
I'm probably being a little bit mean there. Well, what I'm going to do then, I do really like this, and I think it's a very, very interesting collection. So I'm going to put down another £100. So we've now got £300 on the table.
Okay.
So are we getting anywhere near?
Getting closer, but...
Getting close. A little bit warm.
You're getting warmer.
But not red hot.
Well, I've come in here now because I think we're getting more near a critical stage, and I need to advise you. Let's say if you got round the £400 in auction, you would have 15% to take off, and that's about 60 quid. So, you know, you could wind up then with perhaps about £340, something like this. So, if we go to auction, there's a good chance because medals are doing well, but it's always a little bit of a gamble.
Okay.
So if I was to put down another 50, 350, have we got a deal?
Is that your final?
Well, I'm so close. I've given you a really, really good price. I will put down another £10, but that is absolutely my final price. Are you going to go with
I think it was a good offer, and I appreciate the offer. But I think I'd like to take a gamble.
Going to take a gamble
and go to auction.
Well, you might do very well. I hope you do. And
I hope so too.
I wish you well.
But thank you.
That was a lot of money to turn down, Sue. Will the gamble pay off?
Now, Sue, on the dealer's day, you brought along a rather interesting nursing medal in 18-karat gold. Very nice family provenance, really. Why are you parting with it?
Really, because nobody else in the family is interested.
I know what you're saying. Are you sure you won't regret giving away a wonderful piece of family history here?
A little bit, I will.
OK. It is here on a £450 reserve. Is it going to make it? Let's find out.
We start now at 280, 300, £300, 320, 350, 380, 400.
It's at 400.
Time bid now at 400, 400, 400, at 420.
The reserve is 450. It's so close.
50 anywhere. Selling on then, 420. That's not sold.
£420. It was so close, it didn't quite make the reserve. Now, disappointed?
No.
I don't think it's disappointing.
Not disappointed.
I think this was a wonderful lady, and I think this was definitely worth keeping in the family.
How about
Coming up,
170?
can Cheryl get close to a deal?
No.
Am I a long way?
A long way off, yeah.
Long way.
And something surprising the Duke over at the auction.
700. I tell you what, I've underestimated these. Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal.
Now, over in the dealer's den, Cheryl hasn't bought a thing yet. Can these birds and fish hook her cash?
Alan, hello, welcome to the show.
Hello.
I can see you've brought some Royal Doulton flambe.
Yep.
How did you come to own this?
They were my granddad's collection. He's got quite a large collection, and my nan's looking at downsizing to do a bit of landscaping in the garden.
So it's quite a large collection.
Yeah, there's probably about 100 pieces.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a serious collection.
Yeah.
So something that your grandparents have collected for many years?
Many years, yeah.
So do you remember this collection being on display, you know, when you were a child? It's been there all your life,
It's
has
been
it?
there as far back as I can remember. The front room was kind of off bounds. You weren't allowed to go in there as a kid.
A no-go area.
Yeah, just because there's so much in there.
No football or anything?
No, definitely.
We'll just have a look here. So we've got some swans, I think they are, or geese in flight.
Yep.
The glaze, the flambe sort of word, you know, this beautiful dark red colour, and then it fades to this really, really sort of almost black.
Yep.
It really is attractive. And I know when I've seen stands at antique fairs, and some dealers deal in nothing else but this, and the stand is always like so striking, as I would imagine that your grandparents' collection is too. So underneath there we've got the Royal Doulton stamp and flambe, and this is an earlier mark, so this will be an older piece.
Yep.
1930s, 1940s.
Okay.
Okay. This mark here is a lot later. It's even got the date, I think 1982. So
Yep.
obviously we're going to get a difference in values
Yep.
for those. Right, I'm going to just group them together and make you an offer for the two. Right, okay. 50, 100, 150. No.
No.
A definite.
Definite no.
Definite no. Okay. So 170.
No.
Am I a long way?
A long way off, yeah.
A long way.
Yeah.
Okay. How about 190? £200.
No, this is still a long way off.
How about if I put another 50? Does that tempt you at all?
No, a little bit more.
You're obviously not tempted at £250.
No.
Highly collectible, Doulton flambe. I mean, we've got a 1930s piece here, obviously the more valuable piece, and we have the swans there, which is probably, what, 80s, something like that.
1982, Dave.
£250 sounds low in comparison to the estimations.
Yep.
At the moment, unless there is more money on the table, you and me, mate, we need to fly off down to the auction.
What do you think? You think I'm a long way? Are you looking for that higher estimate?
More the higher, yeah.
Let's say if I put down another 20, 270, that's over 300 at auction.
I think we'll go to auction.
You're going to go to
Yeah.
auction?
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing them.
It's
and
okay.
very
Thank
best
you.
of luck at
Thank you.
auction.
Cheers.
Now, the estimate here in the sale room is £400 to £500 with a reserve of £450. My only concern here is £450 flying a little bit too high? I'm not so sure. I think it could be a close run thing, this. It's coming up now. £450 is the reserve. Is it going to make it? What do you think? Well, let's find out.
Right, we got a 265. There are 2 telephones up. I'm in at 350, straight in. 80.
Straight in at 350. The reserve is 450.
380, 380, 400 telephone. 420 in the room. 420, 420, 450.
450 on the telephone. It's made its reserve. All doubts are cast aside. I was a bit worried.
520, 520, 550, 550, 580, 580, 580.
580 now.
600, 620, 620, 620, 650, 650, 680, 680.
They're asking for 680 at the moment. 700. I tell you what, I've underestimated these.
750, 750, 780, 780, 780, 780, 800.
800. Wow, these have really flown.
820, telephone 2. 820, 820, 850. 850, telephone 1, 850, telephone 1, 850.
So the gambler's just gone down. Wow, I'm blown away. £850. I make that about £722 after the commission is deducted. Alan, we're going to be sending you £722, mate. Woo! They did fly in the auction, didn't they?
500, I'm bid 5.
Indeed they did, David. Alan will be tickle pink. Now, have our dealers done as well as he did today?
301 we go to.
A very charming young man.
Well, this is really what we call yesterday's antiques.
John sold the tray for £90, but he's only sold one of the bugles for £45. Tim did brilliantly. He sold the match striker for £55, the ducks for £90.
That's a present from me for your memories.
And the novelty teapot for £150.
I think that this teapot, I think it's Oscar Wilde.
As Mr. Wilde said, I have nothing to declare except my genius.
I love an optimist.
Bottom of the class is Cheryl, who did this all day.
Have a good day at auction. Thank you for bringing it, and the very best of luck on the day. Very best of luck at auction.
Cheers.
Back of the class, Cheryl.
We've just had a cracking result here in the sale room. Our seller Alan couldn't attend today. His 2 Royal Doulton flambe groups just made 850 quid. Take home £722. Is he going to be pleased? Don't forget to join me, David Dickinson, next time for Dickinson's Real Deal. See you.